So, my lovelies, welcome to Painting with Whiskey and Women. I am Christy with Litter to Glitter. As always, with me is Jill and Christy. Jill from Not Too Shabby at Livy and Company in Albany, Georgia. And Christy from E320 Treasures, and she's all over the DFW Metroplex and Lubbock, Texas. So, let's start this off by going with Jill. Tell us what you're about and what you're working on, and of course, what you're drinking.
I'm too tall. Hey, I am Jill. I am with Not Too Shabby. I am located inside Livy and Company in Leesburg, Georgia. I am a Dixie Belle elite retailer, and I am also a content creator for Aussie Decor Transfers.
All right, Christy, your turn, girl.
Well, I'm Christy Clements from E320 Treasures. You can find me at the Painted Tree in both Frisco and Highland Village, and at KK's Corner Mall in Lubbock, Texas, where I'm also an elite retailer, which means we carry silk, which is what I will be working with tonight. Aww. And I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Awesome. So I am, let's wait till Austin gets me on the camera. There I am. I am Christy with Litter to Glitter. I am actually painting out of my home studio tonight, as you can tell the mess, which we're working on. Sorry about that. I am a premier elite retailer. I am also a part of the Mom Group, which is a Masters of Mastermind group for Dixie Belle. I am a brand ambassador for Aussie Decor Transfers. We are working on our website, which will be hopefully, he contacted me today, should be live in a few days. And we have just gotten a booth at the Mesquite Antique Mall in Mesquite, Texas, to sell all the stuff that you guys see painted that's not customs. So that's me. Back to everybody.
Awesome.
I am going to be working on the nightstands that are custom. I've got the nightstands and the headboard, footboard, and 2 side rails to go of the custom blend with the Stormy Seas and Pure Ocean. And of course I am. It's been that kind of week, y'all. Christy, what are you drinking?
Well, I'm trying to be good, y'all.
Since when?
Well, since I got some back issues and they told me to stay away from alcohol and carbonated drinks.
Ah, that sounds like kidney.
No, I got deteriorating stuff.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So
it's the inflammation, I tell you.
pop you some ibuprofen, you be all right.
Right? I know.
So what are y'all's projects?
Go ahead, Jill.
I am actually working on this old curio cabinet. It's a custom, and my customer is actually 80 years old, and this was her mother's. So another cool piece I'm getting to work on. Huh?
You're making us do math. Your customer.
Well, let's just say it's old.
So the pieces.
I was just enjoying the story.
Yeah, I love to get to work on pieces with history, so this is kind of fun for me. And I get to kind of do what I want to with it, so.
Nice.
She's not, yeah.
That's always fun. Well, I have this cabinet back here that's, I would say, similar to a Hoosier cabinet, but it's not. It was in terrible condition. I got this at the same estate sale that I got that the Ugly Duckling piece where we picked it up and everything fell apart. Well, the base of this is rough, y'all. Like, it's really rough. And I'm going to paint it tonight, and then I'll be putting some patina on it to kind of camouflage that rough base. But tonight we'll be doing oyster.
Oh, the silk oyster.
Oh.
Oyster.
Awesome. So I'm going to hit this side real quick, and then I'll move over to the front for blending. But I got to hit this side first.
Brett Smith says hey. Deb said hello.
So,
and from Indiana says hi.
And from Indiana's on. Deb, I thought she was going car shopping, but she's here.
You
guys, Kristen's on.
Kristen here.
Casey's the coins on.
Hi, Kristen.
Casey Coin's on with us.
Stacy.
Say hi to Nathan. I'm
Stacy.
putting the right light today if I made it.
So, like I said, I'm just going to hit this side real quick, and then I'll move around to the front. And you guys can see what I'm doing.
Okay. I'm also going to be using some Howdy Do hemp oil on this. The inside was also really rough. It's just naked wood on the inside. It had never been covered in anything. And I've cleaned it really well a few times. And I'm going to be putting some of this on it to kind of give it a sheen and help protect it. You know, help protect that wood from further ado.
Gotcha.
Whatever you want to call it. As you do.
Deb said that she hasn't gone yet, that she's waiting for a customer to pick up a set of end tables.
Gotcha. Well, Deb, we're glad to have you on with us. I know you got a lot going on today, girl. So I've got this piece up on a table to blend because if I blend sitting down, what happens is eventually my blends will go wonky and sideways. So, because of the way you sit. So I put it up on the table so I can get a straight blend.
Ah.
My blends always go wonky if I'm sitting. Now, if it's up on a table and I'm blending and I'm sitting in like my roll around chair, it's straight. But if I'm sitting on the floor and I do a blend, eventually one side is like lopsided.
It's so funny. Good, you realized it though.
Yeah.
Fix the issue.
So it's kind of crazy the way that works.
The only thing you'll be hearing is my chair if I can't stop down. I don't see down.
So how's y'all's week? I know things have been crazy all around, but how things going with y'all?
Oh, they're fine. Got to hang with the kiddo today. My son's on spring break this week.
And your girls were on spring break last week and your son
Right.
this week.
So we got to hang out and we did some shopping, some eating, and actually got some of our errands run. I had one of the cars inspected, so that was good. It's fun having another driver in the family because we can like drop off a car and do all the things. So that's fun.
So Sue Owens is on with us. Hey, Sue.
Hey, Sue.
I'm good.
And she did the monkey say no evil.
Get that there. All right. So let me see if I need to move this. Because if I move the camera there, the only thing y'all are going to see is my back. There we go.
Deb also said Joe Watson is that's the fun to miss.
So, Jill, what color are you using?
I am using Manatee Gray. And I'm really not sure what else I'm going to be using yet. One of the whites, probably fluff. I'm going to do, I don't know, a wash or I really don't know what I'm going to do. This is one of those I just kind of get to do my thing too, so I'll just let it talk to you as I go.
I do not want to butcher her first name, so I'm going to say Miss Lance is howdy, ladies.
Juana Lance is howdy, ladies.
Sharon
Hi there. Howdy. So Sharon Elgin says, hi, ladies. Hey, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
So I am using Stormy Seas and the Gulf on this blend on this nightstand. And this is a part of a custom that I am doing. 2 nightstands, a headboard, and a footboard. really sweet story behind this. The lady, her husband worked for a property management company, and all this furniture is mixed match furniture that he has brought home from job after job throughout the years. And unfortunately, he passed away. And this whole room is full of his furniture, and she wants it to make it all match. And so she saw this blend on a piece I did in my shop, loved it, and wanted me to recreate it for her on her furniture and make all this mixed match furniture blend in together.
What an awesome story.
That is great.
Very Smith, that's a good question.
So Bridget Smith says, does the hemp oil have an odor? I do not find that it has an odor. Christy, what do you think?
No, there's no order to it.
Yeah, I don't find.
It will condition your hands as well. So
Yeah, I love him.
no need for gloves. I mean, I'm getting a spa treatment here while I'm doing this shelf.
So I had one of the ladies that's a vendor here in Livy, asked me yesterday, wanted something to put on some wood stuff just to kind of freshen it up. So I gave her some butter.
Some butter.
Some butter. Well, let me just tell you, she used a little bit of my butter. Then she went and got her own thing of butter, and she started buttering stuff. And she buttered, and she buttered. And she buttered some more. And she just buttered all kinds of stuff.
That's
And
so
as soon as she butters something, it sells. I mean, she sold like 3 things yesterday that she buttered.
Man.
So she is a butter freak now.
Well, that's cool.
I don't blame her because I love my butter.
Yeah.
I know, it was so funny. It's Miss Teresa. If you know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So she was having a good time with her butter.
Well, tell her, if she ever wants to do her own scents, I can give her the recipe.
Well, she didn't want to try the I tried to get her to use some of the cinnamon, but she didn't want to try yet.
Oh, sacrilege, man. Sacrilege.
That
That ain't right. And guys, just a tip for blending, definitely start at the top, because if you see, let me show you, go down. See how when I sprayed it's running, but I'm going to be blending down here as well. So I always blend from the top down. Always blend top down.
Someone said, but I put that shit on everything, lol.
Oh, Sue Owens, butter. I put that shit on everything. Kristen says I'm going to make her cry with that story. She is such a beautiful lady, Kristen, the lady that this furniture belongs to. And, I didn't understand it growing up, but my grandfather passed away when I was an infant, and Granny was still, 30 years after he passed, she talked about that man like he was still with us, You never would have known that he was passed away the way she talked about him.
Right.
And I didn't understand it. And now that I'm almost 50, I understand it. And that's the kind of love that she has with her husband, is when she talks about him, it's like he's still here.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's so sweet.
It is. It's amazing. I better move that before I get paint all over it. Sue, I can't believe you made me curse on camera, because that's never happened before. That's never happened before.
Never.
Yeah, that's never happened before. Liar.
Someone's but aw.
Yeah. Sweet ladies. Sweet, sweet ladies. Love them. And Kristen Rosenbeck, if you're watching, I got a question for you. What are you drinking? Because guess what, girl? This is a dirty blend. If you ever watch our lives on like the Dixie Belle main page, we have codes, and somebody had a code for me. They asked if it was, they said if started off on my page, that a dirty blend. Every time I say dirty blend, you have to take a drink. So, so now it's like every one of my lives, people ask, is that a dirty blend? I could be doing a transfer, y'all, and is that a dirty blend? I'm doing a transfer.
But are you doing a
Big Mama's
transfer?
butter. Is that a dirty blend? Like, no. Not a dirty blend, but it is now. Drink.
Right?
And y'all know this is my first blend, so I will go back tomorrow and do the top blend, but this is just my base blend. So I just want to kind of make friends with my furniture with my blending brush, lay down colors. But honestly, this blend's looking really good.
So
I don't know if y'all
summer plans coming up?
Huh?
So do y'all have any summer plans coming up? Any vacations to speak of?
What is this vacation you speak of so delicately?
Well, I have a wedding coming up.
Yeah, I have no idea what a vacation, what?
You should look into it. They're awesome. Who's getting married, Jill?
Mark's youngest son is getting married. And that's just in a few weeks away. So that's exciting.
Yeah, that's fun. I don't remember the last wedding I went to. A long time ago.
I think the last one I went to was his oldest son's wedding.
Huh.
Did she pick her bridesmaids by how well they can hide bodies?
I don't know. Probably not.
Might be a question you might want to ask.
That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, Christy said that's how she picked her bridesmaid, was how well they knew how to hide bodies. And
Dang
then,
right. Everybody
I
had a part.
mentioned-
Everybody had a part to play.
And then I kind of mentioned my theory on hiding bodies, and she says, if I renew my vows, you're now my maid of honor.
Right?
So what lives do you got, guys? Guys, what lives do you guys have coming up?
I've got Chalk Paint 101, 5 Central tomorrow, and then Thursday night TNT at 7 on Thursday.
Awesome. Jill, when's your next live, hon?
I have Aussie Decor Monday night at 7.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to be doing something cool, y'all. So y'all need to tune in for that one.
You be doing something what?
I'm going to be doing something cool.
Oh, on our Aussie?
Yeah.
What are you using on your Aussie?
I am using the self-adhesive decoupage.
The
And I'm not telling you which one. Y'all are gonna have to watch. But it's a pretty. It's gonna look so good.
Yeah.
But this is actually gonna be on a piece for me.
It's always fun when you can do like your own thing on a piece. You don't have to consider what someone else is going to think.
I know.
Or what somebody's gonna buy, or yeah.
Right.
this is for me and this is what I like, and just do your whole heart into it.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. This will be my second one. So
How you feeling about him? You feel more comfortable?
not really.
I had somebody ask me yesterday, how do you, when does the nervousness stop? And I was like, never.
It doesn't?
I still right before each one, like, oh, I gotta pee, you know? Like it doesn't, I don't think it stops.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't stop.
my last one, I didn't do really good on it. I tried to keep the transfer away without taking the backing off.
Yeah, but like I said, that's when you laugh about it and move on, because we've all done that in our studio.
Yeah,
Trust me.
teaching moment.
Oh yes. So maybe next week will be a little better.
It will be.
Yeah, you said love the green blue together. All your pieces, ladies, look good.
So Tammy Martin said, "Love the gray and blue together. All of your pieces look so great."
Well,
Thank you, Tammy. So, like I said, I am just laying down the base blend on this piece, and I will go back tomorrow and do my final blend. But base blends are great to do. What I do when I blend a piece is that I paint it in the base color, which on this piece I did Stormy Seas all over. And then tonight I'm just doing the base blend of the Stormy Seas and the Pure Ocean. And then tomorrow I will really define the areas that I want the blend in. But with the base blend under it, what that does is that allows me to, when I do my final blend, is I will block it off and be like, from here up is Stormy Seas, from here down is Stormy Seas, and I will just blend these areas from Pure Ocean, Stormy Seas, and then Pure Stormy Seas, and the same thing down. So, and like I said, I always blend top to bottom, because when you spray it with your water, gravity goes downhill. So
Makes sense.
pro tip right there.
I love those colors together. So what do y'all think I should do next on this?
Oh yeah.
Open to suggestions.
Well, it's got details, so of course you have to do some kind of glaze or wax or mousse or something. What colors are in her house? Like, is she a gold or silver?
Grays, browns. I mean, she's got it's very, anything would go. So it's pretty much open season.
Hit those details with grunge glaze.
I was not sure how the grunge would show up on this.
I think the grunge would be absolutely gorgeous over that. And it would make it a dirty blend.
A dirty blend?
It would make it a dirty blend. You got to hit it with the grunge glaze.
Oh, okay then.
So,
I might just do that.
How do you like the Scarlet for blending? I haven't bought one yet.
So Sue Owens said, "Christopher, how do you like the Scarlet for blending? I haven't bought one yet." Well, Sue, honestly, I love it for blending, especially on large surfaces. I love it for painting tops because it is so wide and it's great. And I have to tell you that I haven't bought one either, because when I tried to order them as a retailer, they weren't available. So Jill, right there, she actually sent Christy and I both were in the same boat. When we went to go order them, they were out of stock. And so Jill sent me my Scarlet brush. So if you can find one, it is amazing for blending. You see, I've done this whole piece in the crevices, everything else with my Scarlet for blending. And I love my Scarlet for blending, especially for dirty blends.
I wish I was drinking alcohol tonight.
You got to drive.
Well, I'm on pain medicine. It's not so much it's the pain medicine.
Yeah, but you're at your shop. You got to drive home. As
True.
much as I've said dirty blend tonight, yeah, you wouldn't be able to drive. That's why Whiskey and Women is on Tuesday night, because my shop is closed Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I wasn't going to do painting and whiskey with Whiskey and Women from my shop because I would have to drive home and there's no way I could drive
You'd
home.
have to Uber home.
Yeah.
And then Uber back to work and then,
Yeah. It's just not worth it. Not worth
Yeah,
it.
that's why painting with Whiskey and Women is on Tuesday nights, because my shop is closed. I'm just painting in my home studio today and tomorrow.
All right. I want to share something.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm painting with silk. And
Is that conch?
no, this is oyster. And with the light in here, and it's already this light color here, but I'm painting it also, another neutral color. Well, I have missed a spot. Y'all see that right here?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay, I'm leaving it. I really want to come back and fix it right now, but you can see it's still wet here. And if I go back and jack with it now, it's going to mess with my strokes.
Yes.
I don't want it to mess with my strokes. So as hard as it is, I'm going to leave it alone, and I'll come back and fix it on my second coat, and you'll never know it was there. I mean, it's very apparent right now, but we'll fix it later. Just wanted to throw that out.
Well, I think that's a great tip because, silk is different from chalk mineral paint.
Right.
And that chalk mineral paint dries, top up. Chalk mineral paint dries bottom to top. Silk dries
Top to bottom.
top to bottom. So if you do hit it while it's wet, you have a chance of moving that paint and having like a clumped area or something that looks like you've overworked the paint.
Right.
And so I think that's really important to point out.
Yeah.
And that comes from experience because I've done it.
Yes, it does.
I've done it. Hey, yeah.
Yes.
Help me gently and carefully grab this piece somehow and put it down, and we'll go grab the other one because we're only halfway through and I'm done with my blend. So we can take this down and go grab the other one. And I'll put the base blend on the other one. All right. So you're going to hear us moving for a second.
I hear you grunting.
Ooh. Me grunt always. All right, so we're gonna go in the other room and grab the other nightstand and then put it up here on the table. So give me just a second.
I said something the other day, or I was sitting down. I think I was live, and I was like, ugh. And when I sat down, I was like, oh, I've now reached the age where I make noise when I sit down.
I know. Well, mine's not drying fast enough.
Uh-oh. I hope I'm not dipping my hair in wet paint.
Does anybody else, y'all see, I've just been sitting here calmly painting. I'm covered in paint.
Do you know, I don't know if you saw my cousin was here this past weekend, and his wife brought a desk that we redid.
I saw
And
that.
you know, that girl had like a thumbprint right here on her after painting that whole desk. Had a tiny little bit. I looked at myself. I had paint all over my hands just from opening the jar up and
Look,
stuff.
look at
Whatever. It was ridiculous.
I can't. Look at paint all over my hands.
That's silly. Well, some are gifted and not getting paint on them.
Yeah, not me.
That's not a gift.
Actually, I find it really annoying.
Amen.
I know.
Well, Shorty says I'm not happy unless I got paint on me.
I must be a happy person then. 'Cause I always have paint on me.
Same.
Well, there's days up at the shop, when we open up at 10 and there's like a customer standing there waiting for us to open. And so, he'll walk up to me, like he'll go in my studio and put like a dot of paint on him, and he'll walk up to me and put it on my arm, and he goes, "Okay, cheer up."
Aw,
Because he says I'm not happy unless I have paint on me.
that's really sweet, actually.
You've met him, right? What?
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm going to start with one side, and then.
Hi, ladies. Double.
Oh, Julie Covey's on with us from
Hey,
Austin.
Julie.
Kristen Rosenbeck says I always have paint on me. Betty is on with us. She says it isn't fun if you don't make a mess.
Right.
Kristen Rosenbeck, Christy said, I love the desk your cousin did.
Oh, thanks, Kristen.
And I watched that. I thought that was great that you just took an absolute newbie and was like, here.
Do you know the next day she has a huge white fireplace. Like it takes up the entire wall, the whole mantle thing takes up the entire wall. And it's very, very stark white. So she had a little lantern and all of the things, and they're all white. She's like, I need some color here. So we painted some other stuff that weekend. I will tell you, we painted this lantern, and it was like one of those wooden lanterns. There was no glass in it, but we were painting the inside of it, and we both got paint all over our arms because we were reaching up in it, to try to get it, and we both had paint all over. So I was like, now I like you better. You're covered in white.
That's funny.
Yeah, I even took a picture of her arms because she had no paint on her. And then I was like, look at my hands. I just opened the jar and stirred it for you. And I'm covered in it.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, I truly do. This is my therapy. I wake up on my days off and come in here and paint. That's what I do.
Well, let me tell you guys about Sunday, because Sunday was very adventurous for us. As many of you know, I have to have treatment for my injuries from when I was in the military. And so I went into the hospital Sunday morning to get my treatment. And I was kind of prepared that they were going to keep me for like 3 to 5 days like they normally do. So I went to the hospital in a raggedy t-shirt, the sports bra that's oh so comfortable because you've had it too many years.
But not very supportive.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I had on a bra. They couldn't, tell me, oh, I had on a bra and sweatpants, and I wore my house slippers to the hospital.
Sexy.
What? I was like, oh, come get it. And so they could do everything in the ER because I didn't wait until the very last second when I'm actually, dead to the world.
Yeah.
And so they did everything in the ER. So like 6-8 hours later, I called Shorty. I'm like, hey, they're going to release me. Come get me. And he's like, okay. Well, at that time, he had opened our shop on Sunday. We had like 2 hours before we closed. He's like, do you want to go home? I was like, no, just take me to the shop. So I went to the shop and worked for a couple hours. We leave. I'm like 5 minutes away from our shop. I get a phone call from a customer, and they said, hey, are you still at your shop? I need to come pick up some stuff. I said, we just left. I'll turn around. I'll meet you there. So we turned around. We went back. And we're sitting there. She sends me a text message, and it's a picture of a blown out tire on her truck. Yeah. She's on the side of interstate. Her tire blew out on her truck. And I said, where are you? What exit are you? Do you need anything? Can we come help you? She sent me a list of products she wanted. I got that together for her. We went, Shorty in Austin broke the lugs on her tire, jacked up her truck, got it off of the truck for her. She did not have a spare. She had a friend come and pick her up. And she saw the wrist. I still had the wristbands on my arm from when I was in the hospital. And she says, did you just get out of the hospital? And I said, yeah. And she says, you need to go home. I was like, I ain't leaving you on the side of the interstate by yourself, So we stayed there until her friend got there. My husband and my son, they got her tire in the back of their Jeep. and they went and yeah, I mean, that was my Sunday. It was like,
Wow.
so don't think that your Dixie Belle retailers do not care about you guys. You know, you can reach out to us for just about anything.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, if y'all call me on a Sunday and your flight broke down on the side of the road, you better call somebody else because I ain't coming.
But your husband works out of town. I had my husband and my son with me. There was no way I could help her on the side of the road if it was just me. But I've got Shorty and Austin, so if it wasn't for them, I'd kind of be like, well, I'll catch you next time. But for me, I have Shorty and Austin, so they do all the manual labor. But yeah, I was like, girl, I am not leaving you on the side of the road. Interstate, no less.
That would be horrible. It really would.
Yeah, so I made a Dixie Belle delivery to a customer that was broke down on the side of interstate. Get her done. No, but she is so sweet. And her youngest daughter I've met, and her youngest daughter is the absolute cutest thing ever. Yeah, Shorty bought her a hat. It was so cute. She came in a couple of months ago, and the hat, it looked like a bunny. And it had like, in cold weather, they have the mittens that you put your hands in way down here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looked like that. So I thought that the hat had mittens. No, when you squeeze the hands, the ears flopped up.
No way. How cute.
So she put her hands in, and Shorty looks at her. She goes, okay, do what I did. Because she's like maybe 3-4 years old. And Shorty looks at her and says, hey, do that thing I told you. And she put her hands in, and I'm like, oh, she's so cute. And then she hits the button, and her ears start flopping on the hat. And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I died. It was all I could do. I died. Yeah, it was hilarious. That hat was hilarious.
I need one of those hats.
I need one of those hats, and I went and looked, and they're only available in child sizes.
And where?
Child sizes.
I have a small head.
Yeah, but girl, trust me, when I say child sizes, I mean like infant sizes. Trust me, I tried. I was all about I'm gonna get me one of them. And nope, I tried them on. Even the largest size one that she had would not fit my head. I mean, they were for like little kid sizes.
Wow.
Yeah, because could you see me going on like Kristen's painting with PJs or something like that with a bunny hat that the ears actually flapped?
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I tried. It did not work out well for me. Because I mean, it was that dang cute. I was like, I need me one of them in my life. Who pissed you off? What?
My 14-year-old
Gotcha.
Oh.
taught her well.
Don't need to say anything else. You explained it all.
Well, they just walked in the door. So
Yeah, I thought that was somebody talking to me, like me or Jill or to you, and I was like, what is going on now? So whoever asked me about the scarlet for blending, you can see I've got molding and everything else to go around. I love my scarlet for blending.
And don't you have another name for that brush?
This is my Jill. This is my Jill. And this is my Christy, because Christy gave me this brush. Jill gave me this brush. So this is Jill and this is Christy. So I always got Christy and Jill painting with me.
She brought Christy and Jill to Georgia.
I did. Christy and Jill went to Georgia, which I was so happy.
Krista Rosenberg goes, okay, when are you coming back on, Krista and Jill and Christy and Emma?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
So Stacy Coyne, you, Shorty Austin, are truly the most compassionate family. On my way to your store a couple of months ago, I got in my first car accident, and you asked if I needed help. Truly, y'all are a blessing. Thank you, Stacy.
No.
Brittany Smith said, I wish my Dixie Belle retailer was like that. Mine is like talking to a piece of furniture. You all are painting personality of a expletive deleted brick. Bridge.
Come
Wow.
on. Is
I
she
am.
that bad? Good thing you have us, huh?
But you have us, so we can be your local Dixie Belle retailer. Reach out to us. One of us will help you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna come get you on a Sunday.
Bridge. I'm just gonna leave that alone.
I got a 10
I probably
bridge.
would.
I'll pull you out.
So, Brigid, message me to Glitter and let me know who your local retailer is, because that's not the Dixie Belle way. Not at all. And so maybe it's just you hit them on a bad day. Hopefully, because no, we don't do that. Kristen Rosenbeck said, okay, so when you coming back on, Krista and Jill and Christy and Emma? I wish I could get Emma's mom. She's a furniture artist here in the area, and she does beautiful work. We are thinking about, I've already talked to Christy and Jill. We are thinking about starting up like once a month, having local furniture artists around the country, not retailers, come on with us. And she is one of the ones that we would like to get on with us. And I know Jill and Christy both have furniture artists in their areas. So if you guys would like to see local furniture artists on with us, let us know, because we're not sure if that's something that you guys would like to see, or do you just want to see us retailers? Or so you guys have the power there. So let me know what you guys think and message us. And I would definitely love to hear what you guys have to say about that. So Jill has one. Christy is Thursday.
Sue Owen said, so Jill, I'll trade you a shot glass, a half container of patina, and my dog for a Scarlet.
Oh gosh.
What now?
Sue Owens.
Deal.
Sue Owens said, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
So Jill, I'll trade you a shot glass, a half container of patina, and my dog for a Scarlet.
Your dog? What kind of dog do you have?
See, I knew that was going to be the thing. It's not like, okay,
That's
what
the
kind
kicker.
of shot glass, what patina, iron, copper, or
What
is it
dog?
the spray? It's okay, what kind of dog you got? All right, so let the negotiations begin.
Okay, so for a used pet, I have, let me see.
Well, the thing is, Jill, if you don't have room for Remy anymore, I'll bring him to Texas.
No, you can't have any.
I'll take Remy.
Okay. I have, depending on what kind of dog it is,
Oh my
I have
God.
one slightly used. It's only been used once. It still has the price sticker on it. Scarlet brush.
Let the bidding begin.
Let the bidding begin. Yes.
Ugh,
See how pretty it is?
fast here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, tell him that we'll get rid of Chula and we'll bring in Remy.
No, I don't want a Chihuahua.
No. Shorty from the other room says, I'm not fighting another dog. And I said, oh, we'll get rid of Chula, the Chihuahua, and we'll bring in Remy. And he's like,
I don't
no.
want a Chihuahua.
A dog killer is deaf, blind, 15-year-old, pecan, something. I cannot say that.
So, he's a Bichon. Her dog is named Killer.
Oh,
Yeah.
sounds like my kind of dog.
His name is Killer. He is deaf, blind, 15 years old, and he's a Bichon.
Oh, and you're gonna give him away? What kind of person are you?
She's the kind that wants a scarlet brush.
She tired of them vet bills.
I know, right?
No, she's the kind that wants a scarlet brush is what she is. Don't you?
Ooh, it's so pretty. No, I have been told no more animals.
Yeah, I've already made the proclamation to my boys that no more dogs, and after Austin, since he's 21, no more kids. So,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
did y'all hear that? I heard from the other room. Shorty's in the other room. I heard, whoa, 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 whoa.
I heard
just said
that.
no more kids.
Uh-oh.
You better get a girlfriend. You ain't getting one from me.
What?
Yeah, I ain't having no more. I'm done.
I could steal one if you let me.
Hold on. What?
I watched Raising Arizona.
Oh. Shorty says, I watched Raising Arizona. I can steal one.
Gosh.
Anybody interested in a slightly used husband?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd get many bidders for that one. Yeah, I did not think, didn't think I'd get bidders on that one.
I love him, but I don't want him.
So let's see here. Let's get that.
Deb Olson, no.
Deb Olson said no.
I forgot this whole side over here. I got this whole side right here I didn't paint. There's always that one, that one side of the table leg and
Yes, always.
you turn it around, or you get it all the way to the shop and you're like, how in the heck did I miss that?
Or your customer comes to pick it up and you see it as you're loading it into their vehicle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, and the worst, you paint it in your studio and it looks fabu, right?
Get it
And then
outside.
You go and you put it on your truck and trailer in the sun, and the pure sunlight shows everything.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and you're just like, I need to paint outside. I need like a glass hut and paint at noon. Because, that's the worst, is when you're getting ready to deliver something and you take it out into the sun and you see everything, and it's like,
Yes.
So Shorty says he's in there. He's not feeling the love of nobody wanting him.
Deb Olson said I
Shorty, I said I love you. I just don't want you.
Bridget said slightly used husband, and she put a bunch of smiley faces after it. Huh?
You've been on live for 48 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, Shorty's all upset. He ain't feeling the love.
Oh, poor Shorty.
Betty Hill said, love you, Shorty.
There you go. Betty loves you. She didn't say she'd take you, but she said she loves you. Honestly and honesty and advertising there.
I'm through painting my piece. I'm just sitting here watching y'all.
Well, I keep wanting to go back. I'm having to catch myself from going back and just touching this up and touching that up.
I know, I see.
It's hard. I went back over here and I was like, oh, gotta remember what I'm painting with. But I love that I'm not gonna have to come back and top coat this.
Amen, sister.
I'm gonna have to come back and touch it up with a second, 1.5. I'll do the half coat, but
Yeah.
I don't have to top coat it. I ain't gonna top coat it. That's the best part.
There you go, Shorty. Kristen Rosebeck said we love you, Shorty.
So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all what I've been working on today. And
So go ahead, show us.
huh?
So go ahead, show us.
Oh, I've already showed y'all. I think I told y'all about it. So this monster right here. Let me just tell y'all about this.
Oh, you know it's going to be a good story when.
So you can't really tell in the video, and why am I so crooked here? Anyway, so this piece is a custom piece. It was supposed to be picked up in the morning, and this is actually what I was going to do tonight. I was going to do some glazing on it. Needless to say, I didn't because there is so much bleed through on this. I have painted this piece. It probably has 8 or 9 different coats between Boss and clear coat. I've got chalk paint on it. I ran out of the chalk paint, so I went to silk. It has silk on it. It has, like I said, it's got chalk paint, silk, Boss, and clear coat. It was absolutely beautiful until I put the clear coat on it. And I left, and I came back, and it was orange. You can see, like, right here. So this is like, I mean, I'm so frustrated. If anybody has any suggestions for me,
Burn it! No, I'm just kidding.
well, it's not mine. I would. So if anybody has any suggestions on what to do besides just basically start all over, and the crazy thing is, I had to sand the top of this, and I sanded it down, and I used 2 coats of Boss on it. It's perfect. The bottom, I didn't sand. And it's just got so much bleed through, and I don't know what to do.
So it's not the tannins from the wood, because where you sanded down to the wood, if it was the tannins in the wood, it would have shown on the top. It's the chemicals in the factory finish that you need to block. I would
so how do I block that if Boss isn't doing it?
But we discussed off camera, you didn't give it the right amount of drying time.
I let it dry 2 hours between coats.
So we discussed off camera that you didn't do the proper amount of hours for drying time between coats of Boss.
So do you let Boss dry overnight before you use it?
Absolutely. The first coat I will hit, and 2 hours later I'll hit it with second coat, and then I will let it sit overnight. I will not touch it before 8 to 12 hours.
So I have never done that. I'm just saying.
And now you've learned your lesson.
And now I have, because this has cost me so much time and money and paint. So,
and Shorty gives me so much grief because I've got like 10 projects. But this one I'm waiting for the Boss. This one I'm slick sticking. This one is painted. This one's waiting for this top coat. This one's waiting for the second top coat. And he's like, "Oh, why isn't everything finished?" And I'm like, "Because that's waiting for that to dry. That's drying, and I'm working on that." And then I went to that.
Yeah, and I have all those projects going too, and they're all in different stages. But honestly, I have never waited overnight when I bought something.
Well, you will now.
No, I probably won't. It's never happened before in all the years I've been doing this. So, it's just, I'm flabbergasted.
And when it happens again, you're going to gripe again.
Yeah, I will.
And I'm going to point out, I'm going to send you the tag to this video.
And you know what? And I still will probably do it over the same way again. Because I'm hard-headed. And I'm lazy.
I don't know about the lazy. I mean,
well, no,
I don't like.
Actually, like I said, it was supposed to be picked up in the morning, and I wanted to get it ready for her because she's got movers moving. Coming to get it. So.
And I understand that. It's just, remember the movie Princess Bride?
I don't watch shit like that.
The character Miracle Max, he said, they went to his hut and they were looking for a miracle. And he looked at him, he says, "Never rush a miracle, son. You get crappy miracles."
Best movie ever. Love that movie.
I love the Princess Bride. So
Never
yeah,
mind.
Jill, never brush a miracle. You get crappy miracles.
Well, I got a crappy non-miracle today. So.
Miracles. That's what I said. You'll get crappy miracles. All right, so this is, I'm gonna wrap up now. This is the base blend on my second one, my second nightstand. So this is my base. It'll look better when I do the top blend tomorrow. But this is my base blend. And this is in Pure Ocean and Stormy Seas for a custom job that I am doing. Of course, I'm drinking Fireball tonight. I will be on Aussie Decor Transfer page on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's 2 p.m. Texas time, y'all. I do not have a Dixie Belle main page this week. I will be on next week. And next week, I will be on with my Jill. And we will be doing some Big Mama's Butter giveaways as we release our new scents for spring.
Ooh.
Ooh. So, Christy, tell us what you're about, girl.
I'm Christy Clements with E320 Treasures, once again located inside the Painted Tree in both Frisco and Highland Village and at KK's Corner Mall in Lubbock, Texas. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I have a live tomorrow night on Chalk Paint 101 at 5 Central, and then I'll have Thursday night TNT with Serena Gates at 7 Central. And that is it for this week.
What? You're slacking.
Yeah. I know, right?
Oh, so real quick, we've got a couple of questions. Deb Olson said, so since you don't top coat it, Christy Clemens, will you hold it a full 30 days before you list it for sale and it's fully cured?
I have a box trailer outside and I've got it full of furniture. So I like put it in the back and move it out the front. So there's an assembly line and stuff. So once it finishes in here, I learned my lesson the hard way, because if I have it sitting here, even if I put a sheet over it or a blanket over it, I knock it or it falls off and I spray paint on it. So I get it out of here, and I bought that trailer specifically for that so that I can put it in there and leave it until I don't really have to worry about it being damaged. I don't like to read care instructions on stuff. Some people do, and that works for them, but I don't. I let it stay in there for at least usually about 3 weeks, because then I can move it up to my booth and get it all situated, and it's good.
So also to Christy, Deb Olson said, oh, cute puppy, Christy Clemens. So what's that puppy's name?
He's a douche. This is the biggest yipper you will ever meet, ever. She follows my daughter around. In fact, she's in my lap right now because she was yipping in there, and my husband let her out because he didn't want y'all to hear. She's cute, but she's a yipper for sure. Very annoying.
She's precious,
but she is cute.
So Brigitte Smith says, perfection takes time. Let the boss dry. See, I'm getting backup from people left and right.
All right, y'all just need to hush.
For a major bleeder, I'll let it dry all night. Another person said perfection takes time. Let the boss dry. And see, Deb Olson said, see, that's why I always top coat. Deb Olson said, but he is cute. So Jill, wrap us up and throw us out and tell us what you're about and where people can find you, baby girl.
I am Jill. I'm with Not Too Shabby inside Living Company in Leesburg, Georgia. I am an elite retailer. I'm also a content creator for Aussie Decor Transfers. I have a live scheduled next Monday night for Aussie Decor. Y'all really need to tune in and to see what kind of cool piece I'm doing for myself on that.
So here, the guy that nobody wanted to wash your brushes.
Oh, God. You're really
I
that.
do brushes, not windows, but brushes.
What?
So Shorty, just because I handed you my brushes when I got done, I was like, hey, can you run water over them for me?
I did the same thing.
And so he comes back and he's like, see, for somebody who didn't want your slightly used husband, I washed your brushes. I don't do this windows. I washed your brushes. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, really?
Okay. So bidding is open for the Scarlet now, y'all.
Make some money.
I'll announce the winner tomorrow.
So bidding is open on the Scarlet. It's going to have to be, I would send her at least a fifth of liquor. That's where I'm going to
Yeah,
start
I'm
off.
gonna need some coming up. So
Yeah, I would start off with at least a fifth, and bidding starts off at a fifth because I'm in at a fifth. So, because I love the Scarlet. And so if I can get a chance to get another one, opening bid is a fifth.
And I do like vanilla vodka, and I like Crown.
And I introduced her to wedding cake martinis, and she likes those.
Oh yeah, I like those. So anyway,
So much love to you guys. Please,
Wait a minute.
please check
I
us.
should get one. I sent my wife to her.
Shorty's like he should get the
Oh.
brush because he sent me to you. He paid for the trip for me to come see Jill.
I
Anyway.
guess you probably sent the damn rain back to too, Shorty, because it just started raining.
No comment. So, anyway, what I was going to say was, what had happened was, so yeah, I'd love to have another Scarlet in my collection, but I have one. And, so yeah, bidding starts at a fifth. We will be back here next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Please check out myself at littertoglitter.com, also on YouTube and you can look up Litter to Glitter. You can also check out Christy has a YouTube page. You can check her out on YouTube. Jill, you can find myself and Jill on Aussie Decor Transfers.
And I'll be on there for you.
And Shorty will be on what? Not next week, week after, right? For Aussie
I thought
Decor.
the 23rd was next week.
Yeah. So Shorty will be on directly after Whiskey and Women next week for his Aussie Decor video. And so definitely please check us out. We've got a lot going on, and we appreciate you guys' support and much love. What is it, Austin?
Ann said I have a question, but it's too long. I'll PM you.
Okay, Ann, PM me with your question, and I'll be happy to answer you. She said she has a question, but it's too long. She'll PM me. So definitely PM me, or you should have got on earlier, Ann, and asked it because, it's not like we weren't doing anything.
Very expensive. You're awesome. Thank you. Just remember, let the boss drive.
Oh, Bridget Smith said, you're awesome. Thank you. Just remember to let the boss drive.
Yes, I'm gonna let the boss dry.
It wasn't
Not
me.
overnight.
It was me. It was Bridget. It was, see, right there. It was Bridget. It was Bridget right there. It wasn't me. It was Bridget.
Okay, Bridget, you're on my list.
Oh, I am so toast when we get off this live. Usually it's Shorty. Now I'm in it with Jill. I can't
That's
win
right.
for losing, dudes. I just can't.
Me and Shorty are gonna get you. I'll take Shorty.
Don't go to me. Anyway, much love to you guys, and we will see you back same bat time, same bat channel next week, Tuesday for Whiskey and Women. Much love.
Bye.